Welcome to the very first English session of Sprintex Preboard 2020, where we will be dealing with the very first chapter, A Letter to God. What I saw in the comments, actually, I got a lot of comments where you people were apprehending whether English is included in Sprintex or not. So, yes, it is, of course, there. So, let us begin with today's session, guys. Letter to God, where we will be discussing extract based question for 3 marks, long answer type question for 5 marks, short answer type question which comes for 2 marks, and of course, we are going to discuss character sketches. Right, so let's get started with the favorite session, the favorite sessions of students, that is the sprint tech session. Right, so this is the schedule, the full schedule for English. Okay, so please note so that you do not miss out on any of them, right? So this is for English, and similarly, okay, this is the schedule continues, right? So please note the schedule so that you do not miss out on anything, right? This is your schedule for physics, okay? This is for chemistry, maths, and maths continued, and biology, right? And this is for social studies. So by now, I think you all know what your schedule is, right? So please do not miss out on a single topic for a single subject, right? So now we will be starting with our session. But before starting, guys, please do not forget to hit the like button and keep sharing the videos amongst your friends so that even they are prepared just like you are for your pre-boards and boards. Right. So we will be beginning with a beautiful quote, and as always, I'm going to correlate the quote to the chapter that we are going to analyze, that we are going to deal with today. So look at this beautiful quote. No one is useless in this world who lightens the burden of another. Beautiful, right? By Charles Dickens. What is he saying? No one is useless in this world who lightens the burden of another. So, what do you think? Before beginning with the chapter, I would like to ask you, please do mention in the chat box, in this chapter, who made the burden of whom? I mean, who lightened the burden of whom? Please do let me know in the chat box, right? So, starting with the very first question, guys, read the following extract carefully and answer the question that follows. So, this is the extract. So, this is the extract, and you know about the extract based question. I hope you're familiar with the sample paper. I had already shown your sample paper and discussed the sample paper, analyzed the sample paper. That video is there in YouTube. If you have still not seen that video, please go through that video once again. So this time your according to your revised syllabus, sample paper, the extract based question is going to come for come as MCQ, right? You all are aware of that, right? So let us see the extract. It was during the meal that, just as Lencho had predicted, big drops of rain began to fall. In the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. The air was fresh and sweet. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. You're very well aware of where this extract has been taken from. So quickly tell me, from where has this extract been taken? In the chat box, I want the answers. Right. So now we will be seeing the first question, where we will be not spending. This is a 1 mark question, guys. In exam time, if you take 3 to 4 minutes to read the question, because there are options also and you need to read the options very carefully, right? So you would be taking 3 to 4 minutes for reading options. 3 minutes, I would say, not 4 exactly, but yes, 3 minutes. But we will do in this session, in your sprint time is 2 minutes, not more than that, right? So we will quickly hurry, but of course, be cautious at the same time, right? So what is the question? What could be seen approaching in the northeast? Huge mountains of clouds, huge hailstorm, huge tornado, or all of the above. Okay, so please let me know the answer before I show you the answer. Quickly, let's see if you can do this within 2 minutes. Right. So the answer is huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching in the northeast. So you have to be very well acquainted with the text. So that when you read, when I showed you the passage, it was during the meal time that if you read these four lines, you automatically don't have to spend much time reading the entire passage. You know already, right? This is not an unseen passage. It's from your text. So you should not spend your time to read the entire passage. Just read the first four lines and try to analyze from where has been try to recognize from where has the passage been taken, and quickly go through the question. Don't spare more than 2 minutes, okay, for reading the question and the options, and quickly mark your answers. Right, so coming to the next question, guys. Why did Lencho go out? Because he was worried about his crops. He wanted to have his wanted to have the pleasure of rain on his body, considered rain as god, or all of the above. Quickly, within 2 minutes, let's see who all can do the answer. Very simple. Okay, so the answer is because he wanted to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. It is clearly given in the passage. Moving ahead, very simple, the simplest. Okay, an antonym of the word big. Antonym, most of you get confused between antonym and synonym. Antonym means opposite. Okay, synonym means similar meaning, having similar meaning, right? So please do not get confused about the, one second, about these words such as antonyms or synonyms, right? So, of course, very simple. Big, antonym of big is small. Moving ahead is the second passage. Okay. I hope you have already recognized that the first passage was taken from Letter to God. Of course, we are doing Letter to God, yes. And the second passage is, that's what they say, no one dies of hunger. All through the night, Lencho thought only of his one hope, the help of God, whose eyes, as he had been instructed, see everything, even what is deep in one's conscience. Lencho was an ox of a man working like an animal in the fields, but still he knew how to write. Okay, so as I told you, although I read the passage for you because we are practicing over here, but when you are in the examination hall, do not read the entire passage. You have to be so prompt, you have to be so thorough with your text that when you read the first four words, you automatically analyze, you automatically recognize from where exactly which portion of the chapter is this taken from, right? So question is, what was Lencho's only hope? Ox, sheep, sleep, sorry, help of God, none of the above. You see how am I reading? I'm not reading the entire, option, but at the same time, I'm not missing out on any important point. So this is exactly the trick you need to apply so that you can, do it in the less time. Okay. So answer, please do let me know the answer quickly. Right. So the answer is Lencho's only hope was the help of God. Moving ahead, how did Lencho work in the field? Very hard, as an ox, very lazily, none of the above. You see, the time taken by me, right? It's very less. Why? Because I'm not reading the full sentence. So when you are doing this in mind, you also do the same way. Do not read the full sentence. Emphasize on the main words, right? And you will get your answer. Right, so what is the answer, guys? I want the answer in the chat box. Lencho worked as an ox in the field. Now, the next question is, find the exact word of similar meaning, moral sense. Meaning what? Moral sense. Conscience, deep, instructed, none of the above. This is an important question. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Okay, let's show the answer. It is conscience. Conscience means moral sense. Okay, what is deep within you. The, when you think what is right and what is wrong, this is right, this is wrong. So the values, that is what your conscience, that the prick of your conscience. When you do something, when you feel guilty about, having done something, then it is your conscience which pricks you, right? Saying, that is not correct. So if you lose that conscience, then you become hard hearted, you lose your humanity as well, right? Because conscience is something which is present only in the human beings, not in the other living creatures. Right, moving ahead is the short type question. The first short type question is, who was Lencho? What were his main problems? Okay, very important question. 2 mark question. Let us see how we can solve this in 3 minutes. Right? Who was Lencho? What were his main problems? Lencho was a hard-working farmer who lived on a crest of a low hill. He was an ardent believer in the Almighty. Due to the hailstorm, his crops were destroyed, so he needed money to sow his field again and support his family. These were the main problems of Lencho. So you could see that there are 2 questions, right? So here actually I did not get that space, so I could not divide. But it's recommended that when you're writing the second part, you divide your paragraph. You start from the next line, right? So basically, what I mean to say is, from here it should go into the next para. Okay, so that is going to give the examiner the clarity that you have attended both the questions, right? If you make a proper division, just like the question has proper divisions, right? So you need to make the answer also proper division, right? And look at the language, it's not very flowery, but it's standard, right? So you have to maintain the same standard when you write the answer, right? So this is for 2 mark, and look at the length also. It's not neither too short nor too long. So according to the marks, you need to answer the question. No spelling errors, no grammatical errors, because that is going to make you lose your marks terribly, right? Moving ahead with the next question, that is question number 4. What did Lencho compare the raindrops to and why? This is again a very important question. This can also come as an extract based question. Okay, so they will probably give you that extract, okay, and they can ask you this question giving you 4 options, right, out of which you need to select one. But here it has been asked for a 2 mark, as a 2 mark question, right? So it's not that a 2 mark question cannot be asked as an extract based question or vice versa. So you have to prepare yourself accordingly, right? So now next is the solution. Lencho compared the raindrops to new coins because the crop needed the rain badly and it was the sign of good harvest. Good harvest meant prosperity for Lencho as he needed the money to fulfill his basic needs. The raindrops would thus be the harbinger of prosperity. The meaning of the word harbinger is bringing, signaling prosperity. Okay, so basically it means it will signal. Okay, signal prosperity. Okay, so it will bring prosperity, that is what it means. So this is the kind of language you need to use in your answers. Not too difficult, not too flowery, because some of you ask me, ma'am, do we need to use very flowery language? No, absolutely not. You need to use a language which is according to your standard, right? So that is what uh, that was all about the 4th question. Okay, so before moving to the 5th question, guys, now I hope you are enjoying the session. You're understanding very well about the kind of approach you need to have in order to answer the questions which are going to come for the board exam. So, do you want to join us and gain 100% knowledge and score 100% marks? What do you think? It's possible, right? Of course it is. What you need to do, unlimited live classes you will have with fun and high level quizzes, and you can compete with students throughout the world, and that is going to definitely be uh, you know that is going to be something of worth for you all, right? So interactive replays, so if you miss anything you can just play that back, live quizzes, and of course the leaderboards, premium downloadable content with handwritten notes of the master teacher. This is something which all the students desire to have, right? And in class doubt solving. This is again, so the personalized touch, right? Doubt solving within class with quality tests and assignments. So after each and every session, you're going to have an assignment. So that will test whether you have understood everything which has been taught in the class. So it is expected from you that you solve the assignment, right? And if you have any doubts, Of course, you can solve all your doubts in the class, right? And we also take tests. So test is something which is very, very important for your revision, right? And to, help yourself, help you to analyze yourselves, right? So free 5,000 plus micro courses and free crash courses for competitive exams. So these courses, micro courses, crash courses, so 5,000 plus micro courses and crash courses are completely free for competitive exams, right? And less is more. That means you get more classes in less price. Isn't that something which is very, very, very attractive and a necessity as well? So what you need to do in order to avail all of these, you just need to visit the link in the description box and the pinned comment and apply the coupon code SWRPRO. This coupon code is going to give you the discount price. Now, do you want to know the discount offer? So here you go. Let's do the Tabahi maths. So you are better than me in maths. I know that. So let's do that Tabahi maths. So look at this. 1 month is 2699. 3 months, you can save 14% because you pay 2333 per month. Okay, for 3 months, for 1 month, you have 2699. 3 months, look at this, it's 5599. So per month, what will it become? It is going to become 2333. And when you pay for 6 months, you pay 9199. So that means for 1 month, what are you paying? Only 1917, where you are saving 29%. Okay, so this is applicable only if you apply the coupon code, guys. Okay, this is the price for coupon code. So do not forget to apply the coupon code. So see, per class price. Now let's go to the per class price. For 1 month, it is 11 rupee per class. Look at the division. For 9 months, 5599. If you divide by 600, you have rupees 9. And 6 months, 9199 by 1200, you have 8 rupee. So 8 rupee per class, guys, for the 6 months. What do you think about it? Isn't that even lesser than a packet of chips? Right? So that is what you get. So less price you have to pay, but you will get, of course, more and more. So don't forget to visit the link in the description box and the pinned comment and use the coupon code SWRPRO. Coming back to the 3-mark question. Humanity still exists. That is what we get to know after reading A Letter to God, in which firm faith in God of a poor farmer and the helpfulness of the post office employees are aptly depicted throughout. Write a paragraph on the values in it. Give the paragraph a suitable title. So do not miss two things. What? You need to write a paragraph on the values. On the values of what? What is the value? This is the value that humanity still exists. That is what we came to know. And the second point which you should not miss out is you also have to add a title. If you do not add a title, you will miss out on your mark again. So do not miss out on anything. You need to be very careful when you read your answers, but you have to be quick at the same time. Moving ahead with the solution, this is the title which I found it suitable. You can find any title. You are most welcome. Please flood the comment section with appropriate titles that you think is appropriate, is suitable. Or you can also write in the chat box, right? So humanity is the greatest virtue and it still exists. That is what I found to be quite attractive, but you can definitely come up with even more innovative ideas. So please let me know your ideas right now in the chat box. After reading A Letter to God, our faith in humanity stirs for strong. We learn from the story that there still are people who help others without any self-interest. The postmaster and the post office employees lay an example for everybody of us to be kind, right? Everybody contributed, right? Everybody made their own contribution for whom? For, so that, the Lenjo's faith, yes, Lenjo's faith remains intact, right? Though the postmaster laughed at his letter, initially he did laugh, right? He was really moved by the grip of faith Lencho had in God. The way he decided to help the stranger, he was a stranger, he did not know that man, in hard times, restores our faith in the existence of humanity and motivates us to be a noble and a kind person. So nowadays, don't you think that in the world, this the nobility, this helpfulness, then sacrifice, all these values are gradually ebbing away. So in today's context, definitely this has got a lot of contemporary relevance. So you can also add another point on contemporary relevance. Okay, if you want relevance. Okay, so if you want, you can definitely add this for adding masala to your answer, right? So where you can say that in today's world, what happens is even known people, when people who know each other, they also don't help each other in times of need, right? So in such a world, where in such times where these values of sacrifice, helpfulness is gradually ebbing away, this is a chapter which again kind of restores the faith and teaches us these values, right? Teaches us to inculcate these values in our lives, right? So that is where you speak about the contemporary relevance as well. You can add that here at the end. Okay, up to you. Moving ahead is the next question, where we need to describe Lencho's qualities in light of his faith in God. Do you have faith in God like Lencho? Was Lencho's reaction towards the post office employees right? You can see how many questions here? Three. This is one question, this is two question, second question, and this is the third question. So there are three questions, right? And you need to answer them into neatly divided, I mean, you need to divide the answers in in neatly divided paragraphs. So first you need to say Lencho was a poor farmer who totally depended on the harvest. So this is about Lencho, right? To survive and fulfill basic needs of his family. Once his crops were destroyed due to heavy rainfall and hailstones, and he was afraid to think how his family would survive. Okay? He believed that God would help him in his plight. He had a firm faith in God. He believed that God would not let him be hungry. Nowadays, this is the second answer, where I have divided it into the next paragraph. You have to also do the same thing. Nowadays, faith in God like Lencho is almost impossible and unseen. People are very much aware that nobody is willing to help others without any self-interest. That is what I said right now, right? And okay, next was Lencho's reaction towards the post office employees right? So Lencho's reaction towards the post office employees was not right or justified. You could just say justified. If you don't have to mention not right, it's up to you again. But it was just because of his ignorance. So basically, you are also talking about it from the perspective of Lencho. Okay, so you are looking at it from also the you are looking at this point this issue from multiple perspectives. So that is what you have to portray in your answer as well. Multiple perspectives. You cannot just give only one perspective that it was not right, simply plain. No, you have to also reveal some characteristic feature of Lencho where you would be defending his choice as well, right? So that is what will make you seem broad minded, and of course that is what is the purpose of literature, to make you broad minded, right? So the examiner will see whether the this value has been developed in you or not. Okay, so that is what you need to say. As he could not believe that God had done such a mistake. It were only the post office employees who had stolen the money, according to him, which shows that Lencho had faith in God but lacked faith in humanity. So you have to also highlight the problem in Lencho, right? That he was naive, he was innocent, he was gullible, he had ardent faith in God, but he lacked somehow the faith in humanity. His questioning of the postmaster and his employees, who acted as messengers of God for him, cannot be justified, right? So you are saying that it cannot be justified, but also you are saying you are addressing the problem of Lencho at the same time, right? So that would make your answer complete. Moving ahead with the next answer on character sketch of Lencho, which I'm sure everybody would be able to answer, right? So Lencho was a simple man, a hard-working farmer. He was an ox in the field. Lencho's entire crops were badly destroyed in the hailstorm, so he became devastated as he was worried about his family. Definitely, he became devastated. So, look at the word devastated. This is how you need to present your answer. Uh, try writing synonyms instead of writing sad. Okay, write devastated. That would actually that is how you enhance the standard of your answer as well. Okay, so he was an optimistic person. Although his only source of living was taken away, he did not lose hope. He had his last hope in God. Being an ardent believer in God, he drew his strength from there. He was confident that God would help him in his distress. Lencho was an innocent atheist who could not understand that God acts in mysterious ways and is present within us. His lack of faith in humanity made him question the postmaster and the employees who acted as messengers of God for him. This is a complete character sketch. You look at this, the length of the answer is appropriate for a 5 mark question, right? So this is how you need to address. Do not make it too long. You need to complete it within 10 minutes. Okay, you cannot afford to take 15 minutes over there. So do not make it too long, giving too many details. Give only those details. Make your answer crisp, but at the same time do not leave out any point. You need to make your answer crisp, covering all the points without eliminating any point which is important. Okay, next is the character sketch of the postmaster. Okay, so the postmaster was a fat and amiable fellow. Start with physical description because that is exactly what has been given in the text. He was a sensible human being. He first laughed looking at the letter which had a strange address, but soon he becomes serious. So when you are saying soon he becomes serious, at that point of time, you can also say that this is how it separates his character from the man, from his employee, the postman, right? So you can also add this separates him from the postman who actually showed the letter to his boss, right? So most of us would be like the postman, laughing at other people. But there are very few of us like the postmaster who understands the other's perspective as well, right? So this is what we also learn from the postmaster, right? So he was surprised at the faith that Lencho had in God. He wanted his faith not to be shaken. The postmaster himself gave a part of his salary and also requested his employees and a few friends to contribute for charity. He felt happy and satisfied when Lencho received the money. This shows that he was a kind and empathetic person as well. He loved to help others. He not only kept Lencho's faith in God alive, but also strengthens the reader's faith in humanity. And we get to learn a lot from, and he also helps us learn to inculcate that kind of uh, um, value in our life, which is ebbing away from this world, right? So it's kind of strengthening or restoring the reader's faith in humanity. So you can also use the word restores instead of strengthens. So that is what is the answer, right? So you see the difference. How are you going to make your answer different from the rest? That should be your main intention. Of course, you need to add all the details that you cannot escape from that. But apart from adding all the details, because most of you will be adding all the details, your target should be how to make your answer sound a bit different from the rest, right? So these are the points, like he kept Lencho's faith in God alive, but also he strengthened, or he also restored the reader's faith in humanity. So these are the points which is going to actually help you in making your answer bit different from the rest. Add the theme or add the moral lesson that we also get. Okay, try and add them, and you will automatically make your answer quite different from the rest. Moving ahead with the last question, which I have taken from your sample paper. Okay, the last question has been taken from your sample paper. That is, read the extracts given below and comment on the difference of nature of help both the characters of these two stories received. So first, your duty is to identify the two stories, the black aeroplane and a letter to God. You already know what is the help that the others that both of them received. No need to read out because you have already read. You are thorough with the text. So don't spend your time reading because this is not an unseen passage, right? So now we will see the solution. In both the situation, they have got help from an unknown person who did not know them but helped them. Okay, both in both the situation. But the first case is slightly different from the second one. In the first case, the person who helped Lencho are the postmaster, the people who helped Lencho. Okay, are the postmaster and the office employees. That is clear, but it is not known to. Sorry, office employees is clear. I have actually mistyped it. Okay. But it is not known to Lencho. Lencho asked help from God, but it was the help to Lencho by the postmaster on behalf of God. Although he got what he demanded, but he is not thankful at all. Instead, he alleged that the post office employees are crooks. Okay, right? And in the situation when the author was trapped between the storm clouds and there was nothing but black everywhere, then suddenly he saw an aeroplane coming towards him and he also saw a pilot waving at him to rescue him. He was very thankful to God and did as was guided by the other aeroplane. Soon he reached the runway. He landed to the airport and was safe. He started looking for the other airplane, but and also asked the woman at the control center, but she said that there was no other aeroplane on the radar apart from the narrators. So you can see that in this case, the author wanted to thank the people, okay, who helped him. But in spite of his willingness, he was unable to thank. But in the first case, the people who helped Lencho was clearly in front of him, but he was ungrateful towards them and never went to find out who actually helped him. Okay? So therefore, this is where the difference lies between the two answers, between the two kinds of help received by the two people. So I hope that now this was the last question for the letter to God, and I hope all the answers are clear and you have now a comprehensive understanding of how to approach your answers. Right? So now we have already completed the extract based question, long answer type question, short type question, as well as the character sketch from letter to God. And I don't think there should be any problem in this chapter anymore. Right? So now it is time for you to work out, right? So there are two kinds of conflicts in the story between humans and nature and between humans themselves. How are these conflicts illustrated? This is the question that I want you to answer in the comment section. Please do let me know the answer to this question. And guys, this is my current session, okay, which will be there, which is there today, 25th, at 1 p.m. The next session is going to come when? Tomorrow, that is 26th at 1 p.m., right? And what is the topic for that? Dust of snow and fire and ice. So we have merged the two poems together and we will be discussing on the two poems. Before discussion, guys, I have a gentle request to all of you, for all of you. What is that? Please, please, please do visit the videos of both the poems. Okay, so that would be helping you in an overall understanding of the poem, right? So it would be really possible for you to relate to the questions which which we will be discussing in the next class, right? So please go through the videos before you come for the Sprintex session for the next one. So I hope you like the session, guys. Do not forget to hit the like button and do not forget to visit the link in the description box and pin comment and use the coupon code SWRPRO. Please hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet subscribed. Thank you so much. Take care. We'll see you again in the next session. Till then, bye bye.